I'd like to continue with the three-wire control topic from the previous video. So on the screen, you can see on the left-hand side is the ladder logic format of the three-wire control. And in the previous video, we convert this into the ST structured text format of the three-wire control by using the AND, or, not, those three logical operators, right? Because this type of control is very common in PLC control, so that's why in ST they also create a special type of instruction to include everything of this three-wire control, right? I can show you what I mean by going back to the instruction set. So under the instruction set, if you look at the move and logical instructions, we talk about lots of the instructions under this category, right? With ladder diagram, we have and, or, no, I think we have this. We have the exclusive or, not, and swap, right? So we already talked about those. And with the FBD and ST, you have more options. So the one I refer to the three-wire control is this. It's called reset dominate, set dominate. I'll explain the meaning later. Alright. So in the same time, you can see FBD has the same name of the instruction, reset dominate, set dominate. Right. You also notice here with the ST and FBD, they also have the flip flop. If you are familiar with the logic circuit flip flop, you can maybe look into that. You can also do the same thing on that. But like I said, the three-wire control is more common in the PLC and automation control. So that's why we want to focus on the dominate reset and dominate set. So if let me, I have a slide to explain more a little bit on here. Okay, so that's the term reset dominate and set dominate. They are exactly the same logic function, three-wire control. They're both three-wire control. It's just a subtle different. This one is called reset dominant. This one is called set dominant. So what do we mean by dominate? It's just really the question, like when both set and reset are activated, which one override the other one? So let's look at the first one. So we could call this one before we call start and stop, right? But it doesn't matter the name. But with three-wire control, it's just the trigger to start. We can call that set. And once that one energized, it's bypassed by the output, right? The output come back to bypass this. So it only needs to be triggered to be true at the beginning. Then it will be paralleled and latched. And if you want to de-energize the output, you can activate the reset, right? So that's the three-wire control with the XIC, XIO. But if you convert this into the latch unlatch, there will be set condition to latch the output, the reset to unlatch the output. Again, they are doing the same thing, just on and off on the output, right? So, but imagine if both set and reset activate together. So from the latch unlatch solution, you can see very clearly because the reset come later, right? So they activate on the same tag. So if both activate, the reset will override the previous one. So even though this one latch the output, but reset unlatch that output after. So that overrides the here, right? Same thing if you look at the three-wire control with the exam on, exam off, right? So that means when this one activate, and this one also, when it's 1, it become logic false, right? So even though this one energized, it will not pass here to energize the output. So that's why this is what we call the reset dominate. But if you look at the second half on here, right? This time we move the reset inside the parallel branch, right? It becomes here. Before was at here, it moved to here. So that location change will change the this set and the reset dominate totally in the opposite, because if you have a both activate, but the set will directly energize the output, right? So that's why it is called set dominate, because it overrides the reset. Even though this one is false, but you still have the true on the top branch, so you can energize the output. So on the latch unlatch is again, if you look at here, so this is just change the order, because the set coming after reset. So this one latch will override unlatch. So if both become true in the same time, the set will override the unlatch, right? Latch after unlatch. So that's the difference. So again, both are the identical logic wise. Logic function are the same, but the difference is that only when both activate, which one has the upper hand, right? So this is why we have the subtle difference on here. So that's the ladder, right? That's the ladder. Then when we move to function block and the structure text, because this sort of logic is very common, so that's why they create two separate instructions. So one is called the reset D, reset dominate, right? So reset D. The other one called SETD, set dominate, right? So by looking at this, you can see if I briefly switch back on here, the existing logic we have on here is the dominate reset, right? So because the reset is here, right, that's the dominate reset. So that's why in this video I'm going to try the top one. So the top format called the reset dominate, and with the structured text. All right, with the set dominate, later on when I talk about the function block, I will use the set dominate. All right, so let's go back to look at what's going on with the RESD on the structured text. So go back to here. Let's go to the ST on here, reset dominate, right? They are basically the same page. You will see that when I click, you can see here reset dominate. It says both function block. You can see here the ladder diagram not available, only at the either the function block or structure text, right? So we're gonna do this one in this video. So it's just the command name RESD with the RESD tag, and if you look at let me the other thing is that same thing here. So the tag, the data type, you have to create another one called dominate reset. It just reflect the function of this instruction. All right, so let's look at the data type of this one. All right, so similar to what we use to create the one shot, right? It has the enable in, enable out. That's pretty standard, right? And then with the output, you have the either out or out not. So they are like the opposite, the inverse, right? Inverted output. And for the input, it has two separate signal. One is called set, the other one is called reset. So again, if you understand what I just explained with the logic circuit, you understand that, right? So now let's look at the examples on here. Logic examples on here. Not a lot of information, but at least we can get familiar with it. So even though we haven't talked about the function block yet, but we can have a look. Right? You can see this is a box, right? That's the represent the instruction called reset dominate. It has the input on the set and reset, and with output you have here on the either side, right? So similar to this, when we program structured tags, right? So you can see here it has to create a tag called RESD underscore 01, and that's RESD underscore 02, but it's just name, but the type has to be dominate reset type, right? So in the program I'll show you. So after that you can see dot, right? Dot set. So that means this one represent here this parameter, and over here dot reset is this one. So you use these two lines to set up the input, right? The set input, reset. They should be different in the logic. We'll have a look. All right. Then this line on here, this is the whole instruction. You just invoke the function of this instruction. All right. Call this tag. Then on the next two lines, we just get the output from the instruction, right? That's over here, to energize the outside of the tag on here. So that's the example. How do we use the instruction? Then let's have a look specifically on our toggle switch, right? So how do we use that? So again, so this is ladder format of the dominant reset, and then we have here the ST, the first version, with the logic operator, right? So now let's look at here, this one. This is the dominant. You can see here, that's the one, RESD. So that's the instruction I just talked about, right? So this is specifically set up in this example, right? So first, let's look at here. This one, I'm gonna stay here. You can see here on the third line, it says data type dominate reset. So you create a tag with this name, with this data type. All right, so that represents the whole structure. So on top, you can see here these two lines are similar to these two lines, right? And these two lines is these two lines, right? So we have to use the one shot twice. So we have to create two separate one shot. You can see here FBD one shot instruction. So you get the one shot input with these two separate tag. One is called 3, the other one called 4. Now we can see that's the instruction. Then the tag. With this tag, you have reset input, you have set input, and that set up as the corresponding of the logic, right? So you can see this together, and it's here, right? So this one is here, and this one it's here, right? On S3. Oh, I flipped. I should change it. I flipped them, the numbers 3 and 4, but doesn't matter because we call them separately, right? So you may ask, why? What about this one? Because this is the conversion of the logic, right? So we don't need this one. Once we use the RESD, it has the format of the uh, reset dominate, so we don't have to worry about that. And also over here you can see this is not off, but we didn't use the not. You have to think about in the dominant reset again. Let me clear that. Again, I recommend you look at if you're confused, look at this slide a little bit carefully. Then you can fully understand why we are converting in this way. All right, and then let's test out. Let's test out with the interface. All right, so now I want to use the STRESD. Yeah, so this is the calling once become solid. Yeah, then let's look at the routine here. So that's 25. 25 calls the routine 25 STRESD. All right, STRESD is here, is this routine, and that's test if that work or not. Press and hold on, release, stay on. Press and hold off, release, off. Quickly on, off, on, off. All right, so this is the reset dominate. uh, we have a set dominate. That's the other option. I will talk about that when we get to the function block diagram.